Hey everyone, Zoe here. Now for today's video on Survival Mistakes, I'm going to do a bit of a product review, hence why we're out in the middle of the woods. And this is the Pocket Super Shelter. It was actually a Kickstarter product that helped us back in February of 2018. The idea is it's a reusable super shelter. So there's a heat blanket, a sheet of plastic, and it creates a small ecosystem that basically keeps you nice and warm through long wave radiation and trapping heat. Now the guy who actually came up with it wanted a more durable super shelter than just a space blanket and a piece of plastic. Now I've got no chance of pronouncing this guy's name, so let's cheat. His name is Mikhail. That's how you pronounce his name. And basically this idea comes from the Canadian bushcraft expert Mors Kandinsky. This might as well be the episode of Survival Mistakes where I can't pronounce anyone's name. So, the reason I'm in jeans and t-shirt, even though we are in just about positive figures in the weather today, is these are made to be emergency products, kept in your pack and to be used pretty much immediately when you need them. So, we're going to test that. So, I'm in jeans and t-shirt and trainers, which is clothing that's really not appropriate for this weather, and my dexterity is already starting to go a little bit, and we're just going to see how effective these shelters are. And because of that, I've also got someone else here.
Hello everyone, I'm Matthew. I agreed to help out with this video. Apparently these things are idiot proof, so I thought we'd test that by bringing along our very own idiot. All good, looking forward to it, ready for a challenge.
So we're going to rush through this really quickly because my body temperature is dropping. I can definitely feel it. My thumb is definitely getting a bit numb now. So what we've got inside our little packet is about 5 inches by 5 inches compressed tarp, which is actually our super shelter. It's about 2 to 3 inches thick, and while it's pocket size, it's probably only pocket size for something like cargo trousers, but in a backpack or something, relatively good. And there's no weight to it at all. I've had bags of crisps that weigh more than this. And we've also got some kind of polyester line and 4 metal tent pegs, and a small insert with some advertising on the front, and basically instructions on the back. So the whole point of this test is I'm in very little clothing, I need to get warm very quickly. Matthew is our control method, who is in his lovely winter clothes, but he's got gloves on, so he's going to make it harder to use his manual dexterity, and we'll see if we can both get one of these up and if we can get nice and warm. So, you want these 2 trees?
Yes.
And I'll take these 2 trees.
Deal.
Right.
So we're going to share a tree, excellent.
Yeah, we'll share a tree, we'll share lots of things. Step 1.
Step 1.
Unfold and place the shelter on level ground between 2 suitable trees or other anchors. Not literal anchors. Avoid placing on bare ice, snow or on a slope. This may cause it to slide and tear. And you've already sacrificed the course to get into the packet.
Sure.
So, step 1. Just lay it out. You have more faith in these not ripping than I do.
Huh?
You have more faith in these not ripping than I do.
Yeah, true.
Right. What's step 2, Matthew?
Don't know. I haven't got my instructions out of the packet.
Amateur effort. Step 2. Use the supply tent stakes to anchor each corner to the ground. What do we tent stakes will come out the packet?
You wouldn't think I was the one that was fine temperature wise and she was the one freezing to death, would you?
It's fine, it's fine. Who came up with the idea for this challenge again? Because this is a stupid idea.
I think it was safely you.
Like seriously, this thing is like... It's like the secrets of time in knots and string. Like, I have no idea where anything starts.
It has snowed this morning, so the ground is very tough. Right.
On tent pegs. Also, the clear side goes towards our fire.
Yep.
So let that long wave radiation in. Right, it has taken a glacial age, but I have my tent pegs ready. I want to tell you if they're aluminium or steel, but I can't tell. Are you learning anything about this product in our putting up of it?
I'll know when I've done it right. For now, I have no idea whether I've done it right at all. The string, who the hell thought this was a good idea?
Oh,
It's not unravelling at all.
would you consider that a major failing of the product? Should it come on like a reel or something like that just to make it more rapid?
I don't know, I thought it would just untangle so easily and I'm rather shocked. Oh, there we go.
Constructive criticism.
Oh. Right, that's a start. I've got one end.
Don't you dare say you're cold.
Well, my fingers are going a little bit numb, but you know.
Your fingers are going numb.
Again, your challenge idea.
Well, they're made to be an emergency shelter and they're supposed to be reusable. So I thought this would be the best way of doing it. Obviously, it's not safe to do it in an actual emergency. This is the best I can do as a simulated emergency.
Yeah, well, this is starting to feel like an emergency because, yeah, friggin' cold. Oh.
Pegged it down, step 2. I can assume what step 3 is, but let's have a go. Tie one end of the supply line to each tree or anchor. Tie the opposite end to the top corner loops of the shelter. Tighten and tie off. Do you think people on YouTube are entertained by us unravelling string?
I very much doubt it, I must admit.
Tune into our Christmas episode where we untangle Christmas lights for 6 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, come on.
I found an end, so...
Well, yeah, exactly. I've got 2 ends and the knot in the middle,
Aha.
so, you know.
It's 2 separate bits of string.
Well,
or mine just broke, I'm not sure which.
One of the 2. Well, that might help. That could be particularly helpful at this stage.
This is the kind of stuff we're dealing with. It's just absolutely knotted. You know I said this wasn't a race?
Yeah.
Obviously if I win it was a race.
Oh, right, yeah, that's cool.
That's how it
Sounds
works.
like you. Sounds perfectly like you.
Well, it's YouTube hosting privileges, you see.
You can edit the video and add like that you declaring it a race 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, in like different clothes. I think the next step's going to be an appropriate one for us. Step 4. You may need to adjust the stakes and line tension to get to the optimum pitch for your shelter. Try and get most of the wrinkles out. Be careful not to over tighten or stretch the shelter. You good?
Are we getting the fire going first or are we just going to get in it?
I think we'll get it first, then we'll get the camera a bit closer and get the fire going. So it had poppers. In the original version it was actually Velcro, but they discovered a manufacturing error. That at sub-zero temperatures the glue that held the Velcro on broke down, and hence why we now have poppers. It's also a lot easier to ventilate out gases. Oh, the ground's cold. There's definitely room to lay down.
It's very hard to express just how difficult this is to do when you're freezing. My dexterity is awful. Putting poppers in is something I'm really struggling with.
Sorry, was that a shiver?
Yeah, it was. Oh, it's bloody cold. Bloody cold.
Wow. Actually, come blow into this, it feels amazing. Just from the side, not directly into the flame. Okay, shall I do it for you? Ready?
Yeah, it did feel pretty cool.
Go for it. You're a dedicated fire mover. Okay, that's worked out a bit better than I was expecting.
You what to say?
That worked out a little bit better than I was expecting.
Oh no.
What?
You don't realise how important those pegs are until you lose them. Idiot proof my ass!
So what's happened there is Matthew's trying to get comfortable and disconnecting his own guidelines.
You know the scene from Unbreakable where he falls in the pool? That's how I feel right now. It's like it's trying to wrap me up and claim me as one of its own.
But do you feel any warmer now there's a fire?
I'm not sure how much of it's panic induced, but yes, I do feel much warmer now.
So Matthew, what happened?
I've torn my shelter
Where have you torn your shelter?
in that corner.
So what happened?
I was just moving around trying to get out and one of the poppers hasn't come off and I've torn it.
So you're saying when it starts raining in the middle of the night, you're going to get drenched?
I think that's going to happen anyway without turning this over. Because, you know, I've left myself with a lot of holes in the ceiling which I don't think are intended to be there.
So, what are the positives of this shelter? As a layman not into bushcraft, survivalism, emergency planning, as a common Joe.
It's excellent bit of windproofing. I do feel significantly warmer just from that. I can't believe how close you need to be to the fire to feel any benefit from that. It was quite easy to put up, though I would have liked, you know, at least one practice somewhere safe and warm. Yeah, pretty good.
And the negatives?
The negatives, a bit flimsy still. I get what they're trying to do. It was very hard to untangle when, you know, in this sort of freezing temperature, lack of dexterity, very challenging to actually tie it all up and that sort of style stuff. Not sure what they could have done to prevent that.
See, I think
we keep losing our tent pegs.
I think to fix the tangling up method, because even your string is still tangled up.
Yeah, I ended up just giving up and leaving it tangled, yeah.
Well, they could put it on a reel or something. But do you feel warmer?
I feel quite a bit warmer, yes. I feel much happier now. Sat in here for 10 minutes, all good.
So it definitely feels warmer when the wind blows the heat towards it.
Yeah. Like I say, you still get the heat from the fire coming through it. It just doesn't feel... It feels like you have to be pretty much on top of the fire to get it.
I would say, I thought it would be more effective if we had like a radiation wall or a backstop, but with being how cold it was, I didn't want to take the time to set one up. Yeah. So there we go. That was our little pocket survival shelter real world challenge. As you can see from my breath, it's still quite cold out here, but I think these shelters are effective, although I wouldn't say they're idiot proof. I wouldn't say they're newbies, would you, Matthew?
Well, I think by putting it upside down I've somewhat demonstrated that, I'd say.
So, if you like
Easy fix, I'm sure.
As I was saying. If you like this video, please consider liking it on YouTube, lets me know I'm doing a good job. And if you really, really liked it, consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to see what I'm up to in between videos, then I am active on Facebook, and we have a group called Survival Mistakes. I'm also on Twitter as @ZoeSurvival. And by the time this video goes out, I've also set up a subreddit for Survival Mistakes over on Reddit. So if you want to talk to me on that platform, you're more than welcome. So, there's only ever one way I can end the video. From me to you, get out there and do the impossible every day. Thank you. Anything from you, Matthew?
Farewell everybody, stay warm.
How's that?
That's quite nice, although yeah, I just farted, which has lowered the quality in here quite significantly.